Hi, everybody. Matt here from Matt Likes Comics. Glad to see everybody who's come so far and hope to see more coming in. Tonight, my guest is the absolute awesomest wrench that's out there, Mr. JSS Brooklyn, or John, depending on his mood of the day. How are you, John?
Very well, Matt. Thank you so much for having me this evening, and I'm very, very glad to be here. And again, before I start, as you know, it's my ritualistic thing. I would just like to thank my mother, my father, my sister, my aunts, and of course, Lady Brooklyn, and of course, your generosity, sir, as a host, to have me on as a guest.
Oh, thank you very much for saying so. I'm really happy to have you. You are a very popular man in the forums. I see you. Probably because of your wrench duties, I see you at a lot of the different live streams around, and you are always saying hi to everybody in the stream, and I like to see that. And I love when you're dropping links for things like Wikipedia articles and things like that. Because I'm one of those guys, like if I'm watching a stream and I hear something, I'm going to go there and research it if it's bugging me. I'm that kind of guy. So that you put the links there makes it easier.
Well, I have to say, Matt, I have to say this, one of the reasons why to the audience, and I hope people, one of the things that's very important, and I ask everybody who's tuning in right now live to do this, please, as a personal favor, not only to me, but also to Matt. Look, Matt Likes Comics. Matthew has worked very, very hard building his channel. And I hope that you can take it into your heart and go ahead and share this video with people you know on YouTube and other family members, friends, and have them watch it and have them subscribe to Matt's channel so we can get into over 1,000 viewers. And also take the time to go to the CBCA Awards and vote for Matt for Best Informative Content for 500 to 999 subscribers for deep dives, history, and analysis. I still don't know where they get up with all this language, but
I know.
And but the whole thing is that Matt has worked very, very hard. And speaking, when Matt says like I drop links on Wikipedia, Matt is a Wikipedia link.
Well, to be honest, I will say this about Wikipedia. When it comes to pop culture items, Wikipedia is on the money.
Oh, yeah.
They're not exactly the best for things like physics or mathematics per se, but because so many people like pop culture, they're really on the money for the pop culture stuff. And to be honest, they're a pretty good, what I call beginner source in my research. I go there, write down some of the points, and then I go down to where the references are and try to click, and I go to the source. And that's where I get my main research. Someone asked me once, well, how do you know about this? Why do you know that this guy said this? Because I clicked on this interview from Wikipedia. Like one of my favorite interviews of all time that is posted on online in general was a Jim Aparo interview from about 1991. And he died in 1992. So it was just before he died. And what I liked about it was he's talked about his Charlton years. He talked about his DC years. He talked about what his favorite stuff were doing Aquaman and what he hated to do. And this is all stuff I've used in my research for when I did the Jim Aparo video, for example, and so forth. So it's I really do try to source my stuff, but Wikipedia is great for comic books. I mean, they're always a good start. So have heart, people, if you use Wikipedia. Anyway, I wanted to thank everybody before it got too long. I hit 700 subs today. Thank you very much. This means my giveaway. We need 100 more subs, only 100. And I know that will not take as that can go pretty fast because I noticed the closer we get to the giveaway, the faster people sign up. So it's appreciated, and trust me when I say I've got a good one planned, and hopefully the post office will be back by the time we do it. So let's take a moment and say hi to everybody in the chat before we go really going here. We've got number one is Mr. Robbie Joseph. Hey, Robbie. And then we've got Andreas K. Munin. Hi.
AM.
He also likes to point out that he has that.
We're the forbidden phrase.
Yes. We've got Second Floor Comics here tonight.
Oh,
Hello.
dude.
And we've got Big Lyle from British Columbia. Hi, Lyle.
I actually pulled a book for you.
John Harrison is here tonight. Hi, John. John is a channel member, and if you take a look at the little banner I've got all the channel and the members' names in there. So I do keep up. We've got Just Michael. Hi, Just Michael. And we've got Carrie from Denmark. Hi, Carrie. We've got Mr. Steven. Hello, Collecto 6.
Oh, sir, Mr. Gettner.
And we've got Rich, Big Nasty Comics. How are you? And Mark Mueller's made it. Hi, Mark. Mark's Issues with Archie Comics. He was my guest last week, and boy, that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that one.
Mark was great.
Yeah, and let's see here. Who else we got? Christina's here. Hi, Christina.
Hey.
Always good to see you. Rob Sate is here.
Oh, wonderful.
And someone by the name of Robert Pops Gramps Springs.
No.
Hi, Robert. And that's everybody that's in the chat at the moment. So we're going to go straight to what we're here for. John, what have you brought for us tonight?
Well, first thing I wanted to share, just before we get to comic books, was just since we're in the Halloween season, was a very fun, and I'm going to take out the papers first, artifact that Steppo shared a few weeks ago, because when he showed it, I got all giddy and excited because I have donated one of the X-Men rings I own and circulated several of them to the members of the Comic Nation.
Right.
This one in particular, he shared on one of the streams, and this is the Shadow Ring that the
nice.
Gave out. No, it's wicked cool. And this is, it has the diamond paperwork and all the paperwork on it and stuff like that. And I remember when I got it, and I was just like, just for Halloween, it's fun. And my X-Men ring, I actually have mounted in a case downstairs in my office. And that's what's funny, just to tell everybody, this isn't my office. Just wait till you see what's in my office. We'll do that one day.
Oh, wow.
This is all the stuff he has. But this ring is very special to me. Again, what the Geppe family and Diamond did for comics was outstanding. And the way they treated so many people so kindly and nicely. And it's just just these little pieces of artifacts, if you want to call them comic pieces of history, the things that they gave out to their distributors and such are just wonderful to have. Anyway, I just wanted to share that real quick, but I also wanted to share something, and God, I hope Steppo isn't pissed or anybody else, because I think I took this from somebody's cart, because this was
Sorry, that's just something that's hilarious. They were Alan and Steppo were fighting last night about the cart, because apparently Alan was stealing stuff out of Steven's cart this time.
Well, here's the thing: is that they need to understand that I'm a sniper. So one of these things where when Steppo showed this on his Instagram, I was like, oh no, because I think he was actually looking for this, and I got the graded one. This is the Planet Comics book.
Oh, very nice book, though.
Yeah, and the color strike is just absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, what I like is actually the girl on it looks a lot like Namora there, the cousin of Namor, and it's a fashion. Whoever did the art on this, I can't remember, but it is such a good cover. It is beautiful.
It's a great book, and again, Matt, when I come on the programs and such, I want to make sure that I have very nice graded books. This cover is by Maurice Whitman.
There we go. Stephen just said that here.
Oh, of
Maurice
course,
Whitman,
sir. Don't mess with Step Up. And
Nope.
Kitchen House, 1952. But to be able to get it in a 4.0, I'm very pleased. And again, let's just show it to the audience again. This is, and again, like I said, this is the kind of book that I want to be able to share with everybody because, it's obtaining them. You can find them if you look. And
Yeah.
this is a nice one to have for the PC. So I'm very, very pleased.
Just out of curiosity, what range would the cost of something like that be? You don't have to tell me how much you paid for it, but just what kind of range would that be?
Range.
Yeah.
I'm giving you a Steppo answer.
Okay. I love Steppo answers. Speaking of, here's Nate. How are you?
Nate, how are you, sir? So to kick off, I guess what I'll do is I'll start off with a fan favorite one to go ahead. Because again, give the people what they want, Matt. And again, like I said, we're not going to be boring. So we are going to start off with a cover by Mr. Dominguez in the spirit of the Halloween season. And this is one of everybody's favorite covers. If you're a horror collector, you absolutely dig this book.
House of Weird Mystery Tales. Very nice.
The girl in the red dress running away.
Yes.
And
the huge bat in the back.
Yeah. And this one in this particular grade is pretty difficult to find. And most of the Bronze Age books are extremely expensive right now. And we can get into that part of the discussion later about, the blind bags and Bronze Age horror and all this other kind of stuff, and give my take and your take on this stuff. But this is a wonderful, wonderful cover. I love it.
Yeah.
And I wanted to pull it out for Halloween so everybody could enjoy.
Hi, Celia.
So it's a good one. Now, jumping to old school, which again I always like to do. We have a very early Stan Lee story from 19...
We have a question. Who is the artist on that one? That's the Weird Tales or the Weird.
Oh, I actually said it when we first introduced it. It's Louis.
Yeah. Say it again. We lost you for the name.
Louis Dominguez is the cover artist.
That's what I thought you'd said. Yes, thank you.
And Ernie Chan is the and is the interior artist for most of it, but there's several other. And also just to read the other side of the cover, it's the hold on. Oh, I'm not going to read that out loud. Right. So we'll just dispense with that. But it's a wonderful, wonderful book. I have here Atlas Comics from 1953, which is a very early Stan Lee story. And this, again, I try to show books that other people don't have in a particular grade or this and that and the other thing. But this is a cool one. And it has the date stamp on it, which is October 30th. So anyway, kind of funny. Even though it's from 253. Wait, hold on. We'll figure it out. But anyway.
Yeah, we're working on that, Stephen. We were playing with that a lot. Your audio's cutting out a little bit.
Oh,
again.
I apologize. I'll hold on. Let me try to fix that right now, but the camera may fall. There we go. How's that?
Much better, yes.
There we go. So this is, sorry, step up. So this is Mystic 17, vampire book, creepy vampire. And this is a very early Stan Lee story. Okay.
I like that cover a lot. That's one. It's that kind of cover and stuff that makes me interested in the late Silver Age, early Bronze Age books as well.
Yeah, this is a neat one. I like it. Very happy to have acquired it, and it's fun. And also, I just like how, again, how they did the horror work on this. Again, you have the damsel, the blonde in the background with the red dress and distress, classic cover kind of thing. Just a lot going on here, but it's really, really cool.
Second Floor says, if we can't hear you, we will assume you said something rude.
Yeah, you know, and that's fine. Oh yeah. So anyway, you know, for the crew. Oh, this is so trite. I don't want to show that. You know, it's like it's just one of these things where I feel like I have to show certain books just to be like, yeah, the accursed phrase. Oh, I really don't want to show this book. Okay.
Oh, come on. Now we're all interested.
I'm just going to do it, Matt, just for you. So anyway, I picked this up, and this one's going to go. This one I'm sending to Mr. Sanderson, because it's. Oh, and what's funny is I have the reprint in the back that I read, so I'll show that too, because you know I never show ungraded books. But so this one I got, and again, this is the importance of reading grader notes. Buy a book that's graded. Please read the grader notes, because then you know if you have an opportunity to get a grade bump. If you're that kind of person, I really don't care. This book I care.
Okay.
Here you go.
Oh yes, that's because the price difference between a 4.5 and a 4 can be very significant.
Well, no. This one will go from like a 4 to an 8.
Well, yeah. Then it's definitely worth your while.
The reason why is that the reason why it was so harshly graded when I read the notes and before I purchased this book for a song was inside its interior writing. Somebody filled out the cross and some of the ads inside, and that's it.
That's not bad considering.
Oh, it's absolutely great. I mean, and all it really needs is just a little bit of fluff on the outside, and it's absolutely fantastic. I mean, as far as if you look at it really closely along the spine, you have really one major crease and very little ticking. And I'm just like, okay, you know what? This is something that you send to Mr. Sanderson. Seriously, guys.
Yes.
That's the kind of book that you send to him and his crew. And this is the kind of thing that they know what to do with it and how to carry it out appropriately without getting. And again, you know, I don't fear the purple labels.
Yeah, no. I wish less people. I wish more people would not fear the purple labels, because it would be so nice to have that. It makes them so much more affordable.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And it would definitely make the supply easier too.
Oh sure, and you know, Matt, I know that several of our friends have talked on different forums. You know, in the 80s, look, everybody wanted to preserve the books for free, and they didn't do anything wrong. And as we discussed previously, and other people on different forums have discussed. I don't know if people saw a Fantastic Four #1 just sold on Heritage for less than $4,000, with a purple label, because it was trimmed.
Trimming is one thing though that I'm not a fan of. I would rather see the little jagged edges if necessary, because it feels more real.
Sure. And you know, and that's the thing with the Amazing Fantasy 15s. It's like, good luck trying to find one without chipping. And that's just the way it goes. And as you know, the ones that don't have chipping are the ones that are typically earlier in the print run. And also with the AF-15s, what you always look for is the blue suit guy. The deeper the color of the suit, the earlier the print run of the book. Sorry, God, I'm dating myself. I'm starting to sound old. Eventually, I'm going to have to plant my own.
You're starting to fade in and out again.
Oh, am I back in now?
Yes, now you're in again.
Okay. So Matt, I pulled this one especially for you because I know you're a big fan. And it's not my typical 9/8, but I saw it, so I did this a few years ago. This is the first appearance of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh yes, I love that book.
Yeah, it's great.
I actually read it not too long ago because I wanted to make sure that I had some information right for a top 10 video that may or may not be coming soon.
Well, this is the back, which is actually really cool too. And again, this is what I love about these books. You know, again, the back covers I think are equally as important as the front. So this is the first appearance of Buffy.
Mm-hmm.
kind of fun.
It is. In Canada, it's really hard to find those clear backing boards. So I don't have any. And it would be nice to have a few of those just to see some of these books.
And hold on, let me grab this one out. Because I don't think I've shown this one. No, little artifact that I got years ago, New York Comic Con. Joker dollar bill.
Oh, very nice.
And and I keep it in the same. I have one of the bags for it. So this is Joker dollar bill, and I keep it in the bag with the Long Halloween.
Nice, the Long Halloween. That's pretty cool.
Oh, and also again, and again, the detail to the back. I mean, what Tim Sale did with this series is fantastic, and it is one of the great DC reads, and I absolutely love it. And this book is just classic, and I absolutely adore it.
It is a very nice one. That is probably one of the better Scarecrow stories that are out there.
Oh, sure. But what I like is how they incorporate pretty much every single Batman villain in the whole village. It's really nice here. Just so everybody could get a look at it. It's pretty neat. See, look, happy Halloween.
Yes, particularly like the cat over that pumpkin.
Yeah, and since we're doing the pumpkins again, forgive me, audience. I'm going to be trite again, but we have to show at least. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, we have to show this. Here we go.
Oh, now that I saw that not too long ago in about that grade.
Yeah.
But it was a case of, I don't know if you've ever seen my video where I talk about oh no, I haven't. It hasn't aired yet. I have a video coming where I talk about things where I spend too much money in the dollar bins and don't have enough money for the other stuff. So
well, this one, if I recall correctly, I forget, but this one is again, when you go for Mr. Wrightson, besides the Frankenstein portfolio, which I actually put up on my Instagram, this is one of besides his other many classic covers, but I mean his Frankenstein portfolio is the one thing to read.
Yeah.
But this cover is, oh God, I'm going to say the word iconic. Oh, I hate that. But anyway, but it's very true. I mean, this is, again, happy Halloween. There you go.
Happy Halloween.
There you are. So there we go. Bernie Wrightson. Oh, and then again, meat for the people, Matthew, because you demand it. Oh, we're going to get the other, big guns in a minute. Are we at the halfway point, Matty?
Slightly, yes. Yes,
okay.
We are at the halfway point.
I'll show a couple more. I got some. I have a few things, but this one obviously is new and fun, and I couldn't resist it because everybody's been talking about it. Here's Ice Cream in a 9/8.
Okay. I watched Dope Comics. For those that haven't watched Dope, Dope does a bunch of talk about the Ice Cream Man over the course of his videos. If you watch enough of his stuff, you'll learn a lot about the Ice Cream Man, and it is everything he says makes me want to go out and get this.
Yeah, it's again, I read the book and then I saw it encapsulated, and I was like, yoink! So I got it. It's great to have. Very happy to have it in the personal collection, especially in the 9/8, because again, I am, and I saw the Comic Collector Geek put out a video titled "Buy the Book, Not the Grade." I will with him till the grave about who coined that phrase. But the whole thing is that it is a very important concept. You want to buy the book, not the grade. However, when it comes to modern books, and quite frankly, Copper Age books, you need to buy 9/8. And a friend of mine told me one day, he was like, if it's not a 9/8, it's a paperweight. I know it's a terrible thing to say, but the whole thing is that that's not being a grade snob. The whole thing, though, is that you want to go for the gold with some of these modern books, and I'm talking the ones that came out this year or last year, because there were so many of them, and it's just better to get them in 9/8 for your personal collection and get
Yeah.
a, you know,
I bought, yeah. See, I bought Omega Man 3 in a 9.6,
yeah,
and I'm good with that.
absolutely. Oh
You
no,
know,
that's different. I think that if you
yeah.
start back to bronze and silver and everything else beforehand, again, buy the book, not the grade, enjoy,
Mhm.
fun. But for somebody real new mod like OMAC #1, no, if you could find that book in a 9.2, good for you. But you know, there, and I'm talking the original one, not the one now.
Yes, I know. I have. Okay, I'm gonna say this in a different way. I am in possession of that book. Okay, and I got it for free for buying like $80 worth of dollar books off somebody. So I actually did get that one for free, and he had a price tag of 20 on it. And honestly, when I went through it, it was higher than that. Like in terms of like the $20 was a serious underpriced to begin with. So
Very cool, man. No, I hear you. Okay, here's the
speaking of the man, here's Dope himself. Hi, Dope. We were
hey.
just talking about how you like Ice Cream Man,
Oh yeah,
and
no.
I recommended people check out your channel about it.
So just to throw because since I was talking about Mr. Sanderson earlier, just to toss this one up because since we were talking about the purple label, I sorry I mistimed this one. But this is because it's the image of horror. This is Terrifying Tales #12. This is an LB Cole cover with a purple label.
Yes, that's a great cover.
Yeah, and this one's probably going to go to Mr. Sanderson as well because there's very little restoration on it, and I'm just like, okay. So I mean, these are the kind. Again, this is why I was saying earlier about the Graders Notes with the House of Secrets. Read the Graders Notes,
Yeah.
on with it, and of course, get a jet plane.
Ooh, I have to say, until 1982, the back covers of comics were almost as interesting as the front. Because around 1982, all they started doing was those Atari video games, and so like that was not as
or Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, well, there were Dungeons and Dragons ones in the interior that were pretty cool.
All right, let me show.
But then again, they might be the same ones they're thinking of. I'm thinking the ones with the comic strips.
Sure.
The 3 panels. Yeah.
And how are we on time, my friend?
Oh, we're good. There's
Okay.
no rush tonight.
Let me, because I want to show. So let me do this. Let me show one. Let me show a modern, a historical, a modern, and historical. Okay. Is that all right, Matt?
Yep.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. So this is because again, it's not Halloween if it's not Mr. Spears. This is the free comic book day. Mark's exclusive book, which is fun.
I like Mark Spears. Chonko got me into it, and I'm really, really enjoying this series.
Well, he's a very nice man.
Yeah.
And actually, I have to say, and I'm not cover price has generously, because it's a volunteer thing, allowed me to be a moderator for their channel. And
very nice.
Yeah, and one of the first things I moderated was for an open chat with Mark Spears.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I have to say, I was like, okay. I was like, that's cool. I was like, I was like, you know what? That makes it worth all the while. Now this one you guys are gonna love, especially some of the other historical folks in the chat. This is what I consider a banger, and this is from 1935, and it has a Robert E. Howard story, and you know,
I'm already salivating.
I think I was a little lazy about this. And again, this is another one for crack and clean because the colors are here, and it can be done because we have a great Conan story in here for you, Matthew. This
We just lost you. We lost you.
hold on, I'm back.
Yeah, you're back. Weird Tales. Yes.
Oh no.
What a beautiful, beautiful book. We've lost you again.
Oh, hold on. Am I back now? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is one of the Brundage covers.
That's so amazing.
This one, and I think I don't want to be lazy with this book. I think this one deserves a crack clean, and
it looks just from where I can see, it looks better than a 4.
Oh yeah, it is by far. It just needs TLC. And again, great job by CGC. Seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, all this criticism of the company, and I don't work for them guys. Trust me, I have no ties to them or anything like that. It's just that I knew them years and years and years ago when they first started, but not anymore. I'm an old guy now. But this is one of my favorite all-time covers, and I'm so happy to have it.
Yeah, it's so great, and I try to find the Conan novellas anywhere I can to read them, just whether they're reprinted online or reprinted even in a magazine or something. Just I love them so much. Conan is so cool.
Cool. So anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed that. This has Shadows in Zambula, Stark Horror in the Sinister House of Aram Bakesh by Robert E. Howard. Doctor spreads terror in Detroit.
Detroit?
I know, in Detroit, of all places.
It's not hard to spread terror in Detroit.
Not really. By Robert E. Howard, Clark Ashton Smith, Harry Kuntner, and August Derelict stories. And it has Jack Binder art.
Nice.
Now, the one I wanted to save for one of the coup de grace, which I know actually say the accursed phrase, is this one. And this is one of my favorite all-time covers. And since it's Halloween time, I just really wanted to share this with everyone because this is great.
That's fantastic. That is such a good book.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a skull cover out there that could be better than that one.
Nope. I mean, this one's up there with Punch. And I'll challenge anybody to say otherwise. Because if you look at the details with people in the skull making it all up and everything like that, it is absolutely phenomenal.
That cover, the first time I saw it, I saw one of those, gave me chills because of the people in the jaw. It was like, ooh, where are they getting these concepts? It was really, really cool.
This is one of my favorite books in my collection.
Yeah.
And it was a self-submission. And again, one of the things is that, quite frankly, the grade is really good. I think I got a good grader on a good day. Because if you look at the spine, there's some but otherwise it was encapsulated completely appropriately, and it's just a wonderful one. I mean, this is what you call a banger, and it's again, happy Halloween.
Yes. Man, that's awesome. One of the things I like about October is all the Halloween movies come out, all the Halloween costumes come out. We're going shopping on Saturday for my daughter's Halloween costume this year.
Now, one of the unique things about this book, which I forgot to mention, is that it has a Bram Stoker story in it.
Was he still alive then?
I don't think so. This is from August 1946. One of the wrenches. Hey, lads, look it up. Ladies, come on. This is for you guys because I can't do it because I'm looking at my phone right now. I would have it up in 5 seconds, or Matthew would.
I can take a look real quick. I'm not on the screen. So
There's
Bram Stoker.
okay. He was a vampire.
Yes.
And
First thing that comes up, why is he famous? Duh.
Yeah, right.
1912. Okay. He passed away.
Yeah. Okay. So he was long gone. And then guess that this next one is fun. And a lot of people, and I mentioned that I had it in a chat, but I haven't shared it with anybody yet. Because it was the only book, only comic book size issue in the title, Christmas cover, last issue. And I was like, this is really crazy. So I picked it up and got it. And this is Bizarre Adventures 34. And happy Halloween and Merry Christmas.
Oh, what a nice nice cover. Oh my God. This one I haven't seen before, so this is brand new. Is that the chimney in behind?
Yes. He's coming out of the chimney or going into it, depending on and he has a bag, and it seems like there's something in the bag.
Oh well, we can speculate on that.
Yeah, and it says not for kiddies, we mean it. And the whole thing is that this one's kind of tough to find in high grade.
I would imagine so. I would imagine that's a very popular book for both Christmas and horror collectors.
Oh yeah, people dig this book. And again, this is one of these ones where I saw it and I was like, yeah, So, and again, self-submission, which I pride myself on. I knew it wasn't going to be that high. I actually thought it was a 6.5. So I'm very happy with the grade that came back. And it also has takeoff on the National Lampoon cover. Buy this book or I'll shoot the coyote.
Yes, that is hilarious.
So it's just a great book, and it's so cool, the horror genre. And again, happy Halloween, everybody. This is nice.
Not enough people talk about National Lampoon anymore. I know it's gone, and
it's my favorite magazine cover of all time. That one with the dog. You can't beat. I mean,
I just couldn't believe they did that.
No one can, Matthew.
I remember seeing that came out on the stands, I think, when I was a kid.
Yep. Oh, no, and I remember I wanted to buy it. My mom was like, absolutely not. And, of course, my uncle bought it for me.
Because uncles, that's what they're for.
Uncles are the ones who get you the beer and get you the football.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, one of my uncles was really funny where my mom's sitting there literally in front of me, saying, you can't drink any beer, you're 16, da-da-da-da-da. And right behind, my uncle's giving it to me right behind my back in front of my mother.
Of course, and as you should.
Yes.
And I guess, again, just time-wise, how are we doing, Matthew? Okay?
We're good.
Okay. One of my favorite Mark Spears covers, just to share again for Halloween, is it reminds me of. But
we're losing you again.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Here we go.
Nice.
This is a good one. I enjoy it. And also, what I really like about the Spears books is that they have the cover galleries on the back, some of them. This one, some of them don't. So this is very enjoyable.
Thank you very much, Patel. Good to see you. So
this is nice. Mm-hmm. I like this book. I really enjoy it. It's fun.
Yeah, that whole monsters thing. My only complaint about it is it's such a fast read because there's not a lot of words necessarily.
Right.
But also it's like boom, boom, boom. I feel like there should be 5 or 6 more pages per issue just because I'm enjoying it so much.
Well, I think that the thing with Mr. Spears. Oh, and getting back to the issue that we kind of touched on. I mean, the man. I think tomorrow he's going to cross the 450,000 units in sales of his Halloween blind bags.
Good for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's wonderful him and his family. He deserves it. He's worked so hard, and I think that actually I don't think I know. He's already sold 375,000, and I think that God, I hate saying I think that he's going to cross the 400,000 mark with the new comic book day stuff today and tomorrow. All the retailers get an opportunity to sell. Then I heard about all this controversy about people trying to sell stuff early and this and that. I don't understand all that stuff. I don't get involved. But I think that this blind bag phenomena is a wonderful thing to get young people involved in the comic book nation. And
it sure is, because you're giving people, I mean, like, first of all, there's chase books in there. I mean, some, Battle Beast, I remember when it first came out, had the chance of getting issue 2 in advance, as one of the options. I remember watching all the people opening Battle Beast ones. But yeah, that generation that grew up on Pokemon and Magic cards, it's an interesting thing because they're sitting there going, will I get the expensive one? Will I not? And even I just hope they're reading the books and enjoying them at the same time.
Oh, absolutely. And apparently what Mr. Spears did was they put in these Halloween, kind of like golden tickets. I remember Bry's Comics did something like this months ago. But
yes,
Mr. Spears put in essentially golden tickets, horror tickets in random blind bags. And if you get them, you get a 1-of-1 book that was made by him and signed by him, and they grade it.
I like it.
And they send it to you. And I'm just like, you know what? That's great fun, and it's worth to do. And I really hope people have a really good time with it. And again, for a man who's worked so very hard and who has been very kind to everyone. I've never met him personally.
No.
I again, like I said, I had the opportunity to.
Chonko has seen him on Beyond Wednesday's show.
Yeah, and again, my interaction with him has been on Mr. McClay's Beyond Wednesday's show, and then also with the crew at Cover Price when they had him as a guest, and I was, moderating the program. And all he has is kind words for everybody. And when he first started out, and actually, I'm very flattered. I was able to back his second project, The Monster and the Wolf, very early on, and also his trading cards, which are coming out very soon. They're going to be arriving in a month or two. And apparently, in all the trading card boxes of the early backers, he's putting in card plates. And
nice.
I'm just kind of like, wait, what? I mean, who does that? So what a nice man. The opportunities that he's providing for his fans are very kind. And it's just nice to see that, the man is making wonderful amounts of money for his family, but he's not being brazen. And it's just cool. Sorry, I don't want to pontificate about that, but it's just
but these guys, look, they earn it. This is not an easy thing to break into.
No.
Whether you're a comic dealer, whether you're an artist, whether you're a writer, comics are a labor of love.
Yes, sir.
You don't expect to get rich unless you're lucky enough to be Jim Lee. And the fact is that, I mean, and I'm sure like Lee sells his art for outrageous prices, and he should. But he also gets a salary as the DC Comics publisher, so he's got himself a good, a decent income, I'm sure.
Or if
most of them are like literally, you see them at the shows, buy something, even if it's a $5 book. They're working hard. Let's keep them in the hobby.
Or if you can't draw feet, you get really rich.
I've heard that too.
All right. How many more you want to see, Matty?
We'll go 3 and then we'll wrap up.
Yes, sir. All right. So, just to be again trite, sorry, because I know people have this, but I'll show it because it's your program, and I want to make sure everybody has an opportunity to see this. To share this again at the beginning of the Halloween season. We'll just go ahead and show this. And again, no, the accursed phrase applies to this, and also the original book applies to this. But I'm going to show my humble copy because again I believe in showing books that people are able to get.
Ah, yes.
And
I love homages personally.
well, yeah,
And Neil Adams is one of the best. He's
yeah.
one of my favorites.
And Mr. Adams was a good person. I don't
Yes.
try to say this and that. I had the opportunity to introduce him to my daughters at Baltimore Comic years ago, and he took almost a half an hour with them.
Yeah.
Chilling out, talking, a ton of stuff for each of them, and then he emailed me. I was like, what? This is what a nice man, nice team, by the way, too. Here's the back.
Yeah. My biggest thing about Neil Adams that I'll always remember, he came to Ottawa Comic Con just about every year faithfully, right up to and including the last year before COVID, because obviously he died during COVID.
Right.
Just after, okay? But see, he had been there about 7 or 8 years, and I went and got something from him every time he came. What amazed me is the 8th year I was there, he remembered my name.
Yeah, he had a knack for that. Anyway, what a wonderful artist, storyteller, and member of the comic book nation who really reinvented comic book art in a way that people didn't recognize at first, and then these younger men and women took from him and built on his legacy. I mean, if you look at Miss Frizen's art, if you look at Mr. Lee's art and Mr. Liefeld's art, see these influence. You just see it. And I'm certainly not downplaying anybody else, but I mean, I still think that Mr. Adams, and then you look at Gene, the writers, and Mr. Wolfman and oh gosh, I'm blanking on so many names right now. But the whole thing is that
Jim Shooter was interesting.
Yeah, the influencers on them, and remember, this is influencers. Sorry, young people, this is influencers before the internet.
Yes. Chris Claremont. I don't know how many people claim him as an inspiration.
Absolutely.
So
okay, I'll show this. Because I showed you, I think the last time I was on your program, you asked for Conan. So I showed Conan, but it contained somebody's new favorite person.
The Man-Thing.
Yeah, and this copy was tough to find.
I believe it. 9/8, Nat. Wow.
This was a pain. Just a little. You know me. I don't negotiate hard.
Yeah.
So this was fun, and of course with the Lego ads in the back. But this, I'm very happy to have. Everybody's like pining for a Man-Thing right now, which is hilarious. So very happy to have this. Very cool. It's one of these late 70s books that you get a chance to check out, and this is the one that you went to 7-Eleven and you bought off the rack.
Yes. I don't know about everybody else, but one thing that my local dépanneur, convenience store, I guess.
Sure.
Sorry, I'm in Quebec. We call them dépanneurs. My closest convenience store growing up didn't carry the Marvel magazines or the or the monster magazines. I had to get those at comic book shops if I wanted them, and that was one thing that was a little sad because it would have been nice to have more places. I would have loved to gotten I couldn't get the Savage Sword, Savage Tales or whatever that was.
Okay.
So
Well,
I'm glad to see when I have the opportunities, I seriously consider buying them.
well, I think that's about it, Matthew, for this evening.
Yeah.
I think that that's about does it. Um,
That was wonderful, JSS. That was John. I like you bring great books, and I really, really enjoyed that very much. It's not just the books you bring; it's the knowledge behind them. You've got many years of collecting, and the experience and the knowledge always comes in handy. Um, I appreciate that very much, and I really appreciate you coming to the show tonight. This is the last week, people. The last week we're going to be talking about the CBC Awards.
Absolutely.
Um,
Get out there and vote for Matt Likes Comics. Best informative content, 500 to 999, and just get out there and do it. And also share this video with your friends and family and other people. Get Matt subs up to 1,000. Let's go. This is easy to do.
Well, I really appreciate I appreciate your respect and love, John. Thank you very much on this. For those watching this on the rewind, we hit 700 tonight, and we're going to hopefully get to 800 soonish for the giveaway. Stay tuned, because in about 2 weeks' time, I'm going to be showing the prizes for the giveaway. I've got them all now, so I had to wait a while for the last one because it was I had to order it, and then it came in, and I just picked it up last weekend. So, but I'm going to announce that, and we're going to see, go from there. Also, thank you everybody for coming tonight. Really appreciate coming. Next week, my guest is Lau Tor from
wonderful.
the chat. He's got a Kickstarter going, and I can tell you from seeing this stuff on Instagram, and I've backed it already, and seeing from the Instagram, this is good. If you like good girl art, you need to be buying this book.
Cool.
Yes, Lyle, I agree. And I saw today that they're getting nowhere close. The mail strike is ongoing. I've got a couple, but I don't have packages as much as I'm waiting for checks. So it's sad. So thank you all for coming tonight. My name's Matt. I like comics, and I hope you do too. Night, everybody.